Hello everyone, welcome. I'm going to show you the basics of putting together some very nice, simple sentences in French in this lesson. We're going to do that with a new preposition of location, à gauche de. The last two lessons have been prepositions of location, so this one is going to round that out. So your first question, what does à gauche de mean in English? Well, in English, à gauche de means to the left of. To the left of, à gauche de, to the left of, à gauche de, to the left of. So think of to the left of as a unit. All those four words go together. We don't divide them. The same goes with à gauche de, to the left of. You keep them all together. They function as a unit. Okay, so what does this look like in a real sentence? Well, you have a noun, verb, à gauche de, and a noun. What does that look like with some actual French words? Well, it looks like this. Okay, so if I want to say the book is to the left of the lamp, we're talking about spatial relationships. To the left of is going to give you an idea where one thing is located in relation to another. So let's say you're looking for the book. We're in the living room, and I remember seeing it right next to the lamp, just on the left side of it. I can answer your question by saying, oh, the book is to the left of the lamp. I tell you to the left of, you know right away in your mind, you see the lamp, just to the left of it, there's the book, voila. So in French, how do we do this in French? Well, let's start off with what we know already, to the left of, à gauche de, à gauche de. Next, let's continue with the word for book, which is le livre. So you ask me the question, où est le livre? Où est le livre? Where's the book? I would say le livre. Now I'm missing a verb here. So the verb is, in French, est. La livre est à gauche de. La livre est à gauche de. There's a liaison here. La livre est à gauche de. And all we need now is the word for lamp. La lampe, la lampe. And there you have a very nice, beautiful French sentence. Où est le livre? Ça, c'est la question. There's the question. Où est le livre? Where's the book? La livre est à gauche de la lampe. So you hear à gauche de, to the left of, and you hear la lampe. You find the lampe. There's the book. Fantastic. Perfect. Parfait. Le livre est à gauche de la lampe. Okay, so let's try another example. How about the lamp now is to the left of the chair? So we see the chair. There's the lamp just to the left of it. How would I express this idea in French? Let's start from the beginning. Comment dit-on the lamp? La lampe. La lampe. So remember, putting together sentences in French is very simple. Subject, verb, object. French is basically an SVO language, subject, verb, object language. So always start with your subject, then your verb. So we have our subject, la lampe, and my verb, est. La lampe est. La lampe est. To the left of, you know how to say that now. À gauche de, à gauche de. La lampe est à gauche de, a liaison here. La lampe est à gauche de, and then all we need is the word for the chair. Comment dit-on the chair? En français, on dit la chaise. La chaise. So here we have a nice, beautiful sentence in French. The lamp is to the left of the chair. La lampe est à gauche de la chaise. La lampe est à gauche de la chaise. Remember, repeat, repeat, repeat. Répétez, répétez, répétez. It's very important. The more you repeat, the more fluent, the more flowing your language will be. The only way to get skill, to gain skill, is through practice. So practice, practice, practice. Okay, how about another example? So now we have the chair and the sofa. We want to say the chair is to the left of the sofa. Start off with your chair, the word for chair, the subject. La chaise, la chaise. Next we need our verb, a form of the verb être. La chaise est, la chaise est. The chair is to the left of, à gauche de, à gauche de. La chaise est à gauche de. Liaison here. La chaise est à gauche de. And then the sofa. How do you say sofa? Remember, this one is masculine, so there's a little trick that happens here. Le canapé for sofa. So, à gauche de, and then le. Remember what happens with de and le. This is an obligatory contraction. Du, de le, du. So now we can put our sentence together. La chaise est à gauche du canapé. À gauche du canapé. Remember, the de and the le contracted right here to become du. And you have a very nice, beautiful French sentence. La chaise est à gauche du canapé. How about one more example? The bus stop is to the left of the school. The bus stop is to the left of the school. So you're out on the street, you're looking for the bus stop, and you ask someone passing by, bonjour, excusez-moi, ou s'il vous plaît, où est l'arrêt de bus? Où se trouve? Where is the bus stop? Où est l'arrêt de bus? Où se trouve l'arrêt de bus? And the answer is the bus stop is to the left of the school. L'arrêt de bus est à gauche de, to the left of, and then we just need the word for school. L'école. L'arrêt de bus est à gauche de l'école. L'arrêt de bus est à gauche de l'école. And remember, as I mentioned in the previous lesson, it's possible to substitute another verb for être here. Some native speakers will use the verb se trouver, which means literally to be found, to find itself. So instead of l'arrêt de bus est à gauche de l'école, you might see l'arrêt de bus se trouve à gauche de l'école. It means the same thing, but literally finds itself. The bus stop finds itself to the left of the school, but what does that mean? Well, it just means it is to the left of the school. But you will hear many speakers use se trouve also when talking about location and using prepositions of location. Okay, so the takeaway for this lesson, remember à gauche de, to the left of, à gauche de. And the other important thing is remember de and le contract to du. De, le, du. Okay, well, that's it for this lesson. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this helpful, you know it. I'd appreciate it very much if you'd give it a like. Share this lesson with somebody who's learning French, and subscribers, as always, thank you so much for your support. To continue learning French and go on to another lesson, click on the video that appears here on your screen. See you soon. À bientôt.